प्रकृति में विचरना है पर्यटन, सुख दुख के साथ गुजरना है पर्यटन, देश विदेश का लुत्फ उठाना है पर्यटन, तो किसी के लिए केवल प्लान बनाना है पर्यटन। ध्येय कोई भी हो, सुखद अनुभूति है पर्यटन। विद दीज ब्यूटिफुल लाइन्स, आई डॉक्टर ऋतु जैन welcome to you in your own channel GeoStars. Today, I will take you to a short trip of Sundarban. Sundarban is made of two words Sundar and Ban. Sundar word is derived from the word Sundari, meaning Sundari trees, whereas Ban means forest. So Sundarban Sundari वृक्षों से ढका एक विशाल भूखंड है। Sundarban is a mangrove area in the delta formed by the confluence of river Ganga, Brahmaputra and Meghna river. Delta word has originated from the Greek alphabet meaning shaped like triangle. Before meeting ocean, the rivers divide itself into smaller distributaries forming delta. Sundarban is actually named after large mangrove trees, that is Sundari trees, which have self-supporting growth form, have simple broad leaves, yield hard wood which is strong and durable and is used for making boats and boxes. Indeed, Sundari is the dominant mangrove tree species of Sundarban of India and Bangladesh. Sundarban spreads over large delta area of about 10,000 square kilometer with enormous beauty shared between India and Bangladesh. In India, it spreads over an area of 4,000 square kilometer, whereas in Bangladesh, 6,000 square kilometer. Sundarban is also known as virgin forest. It is also called as Bengal Delta or Green Delta, as it is made from the integration of both the Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers between India and Bangladesh. Sundarban area is formed by the conflux of the river Ganga, Meghna and the Brahmaputra river which falls in the Bay of Bengal. Sundarban is 10 times bigger than the city of Venice. The Sundarban forest on Indian side has 102 islands, out of which 54 are inhabited, and rest of the area is covered with the forest. Now, if we talk about geographical location, geographically Indian Sundarban stretches over 21 degrees 31 minutes north and 22 degrees 30 minutes north latitude and 88 degrees 10 minutes east and 89 degrees 51 minutes east longitude. Sundarban has rich and diversified flora and fauna. Varieties of trees, shrub, grasses, lianas grows here. Among flora, most abundant tree species is Sundari. Besides Sundari, Jeva is also among the most abundant tree species. Sundarban is the world's largest mangrove forest, which is always surrounded by swamps. They are called mangrove trees because their roots come out of the ground. Sundarban or Sundari trees can tolerate salt. They act as buffer zone between the land and sea. They also protect soil from soil erosion, act as breeding and nursery ground for variety of marine animals. They are a good source of timber, fuel and fodder. The main source of income generation for fisher folk. They purify the water by absorbing impurities and harmful heavy materials, and also provide food, nesting and nursery areas for fishes, reptiles, amphibian species, mammal species and also bird species. These mangroves also protect the coastline by acting as wave breakers. It also acts as a wind breakers which reduces the force of wind. It also acts as nature's shield and protects shorelines against cyclones and ecological disaster. Now coming to Sundarban fauna. Sundarban forest provides habitat to 453 faunal wildlife. It is a home to many exotic fauna, among which some notable are Sundarban saltwater crocodile, the Bengal tiger. Actually, Sundarban mangrove forest is single largest natural habitat of Royal Bengal tigers. Sundarban Tiger Reserve has estimated to have 400 majestic Royal Bengal tigers. The Bengal tigers are also known as Big Cat and ranks among the biggest wildcat alive today. The number of tigers increased to 96 in 2020 compared to 88 tigers in 2019. The Bengal tigers have unique characteristic of swimming in saline water. Night vision of these creatures is 6 times that of humans, and hearing is also 5 times more. These tigers are famous for their man-eating tendencies. There is a widow village in Sundarban where most of the families have been attacked by the man-eater tigers, and so this village is called as home to India's resilient tiger widows. Beside the home of royal tigers, other exotic fauna in Sundarban are spotted deer, olive ridley turtle, king crabs, wild boars, giant lizards, jungle fowls, and Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphin. Sundarban Reserve Forest is a natural biodiversity hotspot as Sundarban harbors good number of rare and global threatened animals like estuarine crocodile, fishing cat, Gangetic dolphin, river terrapin, marine turtles like olive ridley, green sea turtle. 6 species of shark and ray are found here which are included in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act. Avifauna. Fauna. There are 248 species of birds including a large number of migrants from the higher latitudes that visit the areas in the winter. It consists of herons, green pigeons, sandpipers, large and small spoonbills, and great varieties of wild geese and ducks. Though there are 58 species of mammals, 55 species of reptiles, 290 bird species, and around 120 fish species. But over the last 100 years, due to habitat degradation and ecological changes, some animals like Javan rhino, wild buffalo, swamp deer, and barking deer have become extinct. During the last 3 decades, large parts of Sundarban have been protected for wildlife, particularly for tigers and deer, by creating sanctuaries. 3 sites have been declared as wildlife sanctuaries in 1977 under Wildlife Act 1974. They are Sundarban East, Sundarban South, and Sundarbans West. The Indian Sundarban Biosphere Reserve is stretched over 19 community development blocks over north and south, 24 Pargana district, 1063 villages in 54 inhabited coastal islands. Sundarban was declared as reserve forest in 1875. On 4th May 1984, it was declared as national park. It was inscribed as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. In 1989, it was considered as World Network of Biosphere Reserve. Sundarban Biosphere Reserve was included as second biosphere reserve for India other than Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve in November 2001. It was designated as Ramsar Site since 2019. A Ramsar Site is a wetland site of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. Because of its brackish water, fish production and marine fisheries, Sundarban Biosphere Reserve is also considered to be India's largest fishery board. Despite these protections, the Indian Sundarban were considered endangered in 2020 by IUCN Red List of Ecosystem. Now comes the tradition and custom. Sundarban society is primarily agriculture society. They live in a villages adjoining forest which is the home to tiger. For survival, people have to fight with the nature day in and day out. Members of both Hindu and Muslim communities worship the same gods and goddess, Ghazis and Peers. Two most famous among them are Dakshin Ray and Bana Bibi. Dakshin Ray is worshipped as the god of tiger, whereas Bana Bibi, on the other hand, is considered as the protector of the inhabitants of the forest. Rash Mela is a unique culture where a number of Hindu pilgrims gathers to perform the holy bath and seeks the mercy of Ban Bibi, the guardian spirit of the forest. Now comes the society, tradition and livelihood. Post-independence period, this region witnessed sudden influx of population mainly due to migration. The displaced person forcibly occupied wasted land and cleared forest for habitation. In Sundarban, 36.5% of the population belongs to SC/ST compared to the state average of 25.61%. Nearly 95% of the population depends on agriculture, which is mostly rain-fed monocropping. About 50% of agriculturalists are landless laborers. Agricultural lean season, people resort to fishing and collection of prawn seeds, whereas during April-May, mollas or honey collectors enter the reserve forest with permits for collecting of honey, which is purchased back by West Bengal Forest Development Corporation Limited. These mollas cut specific section of honeycomb, do not kill the bees while collecting honey, and squeeze beehives only by the hands. Bawalis or wood collectors, they usually cut wood where there is abundance. They do not cut young and straight trees. For them, tidal forest is sacred place. They believe Creator washes the forest twice a day and maintains its sanctity, so they try to maintain sustainable use of forest. Gol Pata Nipa palm harvesters. Nipa palm or Gol Pata is a mangrove palm that grows well in Sundarban, mangrove forest of Bangladesh. It is used for roof thatching, partitioning, foods, medicinal purpose, and also as a source of fuel wood, sugar, vinegar, and also alcohol. Gol Pata harvesters do not cut during growing period of Nipa palm. They cut only 9 feet long leaf, do not disturb the flowers and fruits while cutting leaves. Challenges and hazards. People of Sundarban have to constantly face several challenges, natural barriers and hazards every year. As Sundarban lies in deltaic region, so it is affected by high and low tides. Sundarban witnesses tidal phenomena twice a day. During high tides, water level seems to rise around 6 to 10 feet, while during low tides, the huge mudland area lying flat can be seen. Storm surge and flood problem is very common here. The occurrence of tropical cyclones in southwest coast is witnessed most probably every year in the month of October and November. Sometimes these cyclones are also witnessed in the month of May also. Since 1900, 12 catastrophic cyclones has hit Sundarban. These cyclonic storm waves have killed thousands of people, caused large loss of wildlife, cattle, and also inundated low-lying coastal areas and also adjoining offshore islands. In the year 2007, Cyclone Sidr damaged 40% of the Sundarban. High tide impacted the agricultural land of Sundarban with salty water. Due to this salty water, it took almost 2 to 3 years for the villagers to practice agriculture again. On 16th May till 21, 2020, super cyclonic storm Amphan hit India. It caused widespread damage in eastern India, specifically West Bengal and in Bangladesh. The devastation caused by Amphan was a disaster bigger than COVID-19. Sundarban, as we all know, is a land of tigers. Tigers attack and kill about 50 people each year. Backwardness of the region, uncontrolled population growth with low income level, lack of major industries, and large-scale unemployment opportunities are major challenges. Not only this, lack of irrigation facilities leads to rain-fed monocrop agriculture. Lack of organized transport, communication, absence of electricity supply, lack of medicinal facility, public health care, and proper sanitary facilities are also a big challenge for Sundarban people. Now coming to the problems from economic and developmental activities. Illegal timber logging is a great problem as the economic and developmental activities have increased. Salinity intrusion have caused several environmental problems. Besides this, land subsidence and oil spill is also a major problem. On 9 December 2014, a tanker sank and over 350,000 liters of oil spilled into the river, which damaged beaches, killed birds, marine mammals, fishes, and destroyed wildlife habitat and breeding grounds also. Loss of productivity of potential cultivable land due to large-scale expansion of aquaculture and prawn farming is also a great challenge. Decline in forest coverage due to deforestation and loss of biodiversity resources is also another challenge. In 1776, the size of Sundarban was 17,000 kilometers square, but due to rapid economic developmental activities, today this area is almost half of this total area, which is actually very alarming. Now, in order to tackle these problems, it is necessary to construct new sea walls and embankments and restrict human habitation on new formed islands. Regular monitoring of mangrove forest, improvement in disaster management system to reduce total vulnerability is an utmost need. Education, awareness, and improvement in healthcare system is also need to be addressed. Sundarban is a unique place. Almost each year, more than 80,000 tourists visit here, 98% native and 2% foreigner. Important places are Sudharne Khali and Sajne Khali Tiger Reserves and Watchtower, Haldia Island Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanak Sanctuary, and Bhaga Bhatpur Crocodile Sanctuary and Hiron Point. Beside this, Piali Island is some of the attractive places for the tourists to visit. Sundarban is the world's largest delta. It is world's widest, deepest and most active delta associated with Bengal Basin. The Sundarban National Park is no plastic zone, so carrying plastic and polythene bags are strictly prohibited. Sundarban Booker Prize winning novel Midnight Children by Salman Rushdie and Hungry Tiger by Amitav Ghosh are set in the Sundarbans. Gosaba, 13 feet from the sea level, is the biggest and last inhabited island on Sundarban Indian Park. Even though the island is isolated from the mainland, it has its own panchayat, school, hospital, local self-governments and many more. The best time to visit Sundarban is during winters, that is from September to March, as during this time the weather is very pleasant, so tourists can easily spot animals and migratory birds. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Airport in Kolkata is the nearest airport to Sundarban, located at the distance of 129 km. Sealdah railway station is the nearest station to Sundarban as there is no direct train. The forest area is open from 8 am to 6 pm from Monday to Friday and from 10 am to 4 pm on Saturday. Sunday is closed. So, I hope you all enjoyed the journey to Sundarban with JioStars. Thanks for watching. If not subscribed, do subscribe and press bell button for further notification. Do like and share the video and also do comment, as your comments are very valuable for us. And at the end, I would say that मीठा सा होता है सफ़र ये ज़िंदगी का, जिसे यात्राएं और भी खुशनुमा बना देती हैं। तभी तो कहा गया है, सैर कर दुनिया की गाफिल, जिंदगानी फिर कहाँ, जिंदगानी गर भी है तो नौजवानी फिर कहाँ। With this, thank you once again. Stay safe, stay healthy. धन्यवाद।